And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk program. I had to switch. I had a program set up. YouTube wasn't allowing me to play it. Imagine that. So normally I can get back. They first off turned off the camera. Then they made it to where I couldn't find my own video. It goes on and on. So YouTube's terrified. And they're doing all kinds of things where you guys cannot watch my program. And I'm going to try to find out how to get back into it, but I don't know if I can. So this looks like where we're going to have the show today, because I really can't find my program anywhere. There it is. No, not that one. Yeah, it's nowhere to be found. Those are the short videos. Live video. Interesting. Okay, so everybody's on that old show. Let me go right here. Okay, now some people are coming over. Yeah, man, this YouTube thing is like really ridiculous. So they turned off the camera. I couldn't get it to work. And then I can't even find the show. It won't allow me to watch my own show on my own channel. How about that? What do you think, everybody? Are we getting close? They're desperate. They are so desperate. I might have to start doing this. So I'll make announcements from now on where if I have a show that's lined up, if it don't play, then I'll have another backup show starting right after. So this is what we have to deal with corporate YouTube. Complete fuckery. Anyway, welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. My name's Crypto Hulk. I was born with that name. Don't believe anything you see on this program. It's a lie. Yeah, they don't want you knowing. The information I come up with, amazing. They're like this is unreal. The shit that they're doing, it's literally insane. I'm going to make a little video of it, post the problems that I have. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get started. My name's Crypto Hulk. I don't know anything about finances. I don't know anything about crypto. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. This was actually the only fee that they sent me a reminder to watch, since the first one I didn't even get. Rookie numbers, says Stephen Morris. Let's get into this. What's going on with Goldman Sachs? And then with Ando, Crypto Hulk, Ando just keeps popping up. I'm telling you, everybody, something's going on. That company just continually, let me do a copy and a paste. Rot cheer. Ando Finance hires former blockchain.com chief financial officer Adam Schlissman. The tokenized assets firm Ando hired ex-blockchain.com Manashi, guy named Manashi, executive, as finance chief as it expands its on-chain capital markets businesses. So Ando is expanding. That's what I'm totally seeing, and that's why I like that crypto right now. It's like kind of like my favorite one. Ando Finance has appointed former blockchain.com executive Adam Schlissman as Chief Financial Officer as the tokenized asset firm Ando expands its finance operations amid growing adoption of on-chain capital markets. Schlissman joins from global macro hedge fund Monashi. So he used to work for this hedge fund, Monashi. He was chief financial officer, and he leaves to go to work at Ando. Before that, he was chief financial officer at blockchain.com, overseeing finance, treasury, and risk during a period of rapid growth. Earlier in his career, he spent nearly 10 years at Graham Capital Management in portfolio management and risk roles. Founded in 2021 by former Goldman Sachs executives, Ando is one of the largest tokenized real-world asset platforms. Oh, man. Offering blockchain-based U.S. treasuries and stocks with more than 3.5 billion across its products. Now, tokenization emerged as one of crypto's fastest growing sectors. Tokenization, let me repeat that again, because I need you to see what is going on here with Ando. Tokenization has emerged as one of crypto's fastest growing sectors as Wall Street firms race to bring traditional financial markets or traditional financial assets onto blockchain rails. Banks, asset managers, and crypto native firms are increasingly issuing tokenized versions of treasuries. Everybody, I've been telling you about 2 years ago, I said, if you don't see any tokenization, ain't nothing going to happen. I said it like this. There's two things you need to be rich. Remember, I started saying that about 3 years ago. Global crypto laws and regulations and global tokenization. I said, without those two, you ain't getting rich. Now, why am I talking about Ando? It seems like every day. Because tokenization is one of the fastest growing sectors in crypto Wall Street. Okay. Ando is trying to position itself as the leader. And they hired this guy to help them do that. Ando has reached the inflection point every finance leader looks for. Let's repeat this again. Ando has reached the inflection point every finance leader looks for. Oh, man. Ando stocks are crossing $1 billion in total value locked. The growth of Ando perps, that is what another big deal why I like Ando now. They're going after the perps market, the perpetuals. The growth of Ando perps and work with traditional market infrastructures like DTCC. Oh my God. Ando is working with the DTCC. Everybody, here we go. Crypto Hulk, I already know where you're going with this. Ando is working with infrastructure providers like DTCC that move $4.7 quadrillion a year. DTCC is partnered with Canton Coin. That's a crypto. And what crypto company helps Canton Coin tokenize? T-Rise. That's another crypto. And DTCC is partnered up with IBM and Stellar. Stellar is a big, big deal in this. Infrastructure providers like DTCC all point to the same thing. Tokenized markets are moving from early adoption to institutional scale. Everybody, it's coming. I don't know. I don't have the date. I'm not trying to pick the date. It's kind of like this. If you want to get rich, do what the fuck you got to do. Okay? Don't be one of these, well, I'm going to wait. Well, I don't know. No, you don't know shit exactly. Okay? When an opportunity comes your way, you just stand there like you don't know what the fuck's going on. Well, I don't know, Crypto Hulk. I'm concerned about this or that. Look, I don't have a fucking concern at all. I was talking to one of the $200 members on the phone the other day, and good or bad, everything I've always done in my life, I don't regret shit. But what about that time when you did that? I don't regret shit. What about this? I don't regret shit. Well, I can't go back and change stuff. Whatever I've done makes me who I am. If you don't like it, guess what? I don't care. See, the only person that cares, that's myself. Whatever anybody does, what everybody thinks, I'm just past giving fucks. Ended years ago, 6 years ago. Okay. What we got here is Ando. This is your opportunity to get in on something massive. I told everybody about 2 months ago, oh, there's a crypto called Rise. You might want to get it. It's on its way up. And what happened? That fucking crypto went from $3,000 for $1 million to 25,000. Then all these dumbass motherfuckers like, oh, I should have got in on it. No, you're not going to get anything because you're too much of a fucking puss. That's why. You think you're going to see it happen. No, you're too fucking stupid for that. Okay? What you got to do is find information that's pointing you in the right direction. Like when I said Rise is going to go over to a penny or higher in 1 to 2 weeks. At that point, you know what you were doing? You were waiting 1 to 2 weeks to buy it to see if it's going up. And guess what? You fucked up because in 2 days, it went from $3,200 to 25,000. Royal fuck up on your part, okay? When you see, when I see information, I just fucking go for it, man. That's how I am. I'm not waiting to see, well, I don't know. Let me see if it goes up a little more. Hold on. Let me see if I still have my testicles. What happened? They're gone. Okay, that's how you work. I see an opportunity. I look left quick, I look right quick, and I just fucking go. Kind of how I got in a lot of high speeds with the cops. But you got to make a decision, man. You want to be in this game to win it? Are you trying to play, oh, I don't want to, I got a dollar cost average. If I do this will ruin my... I'm like, well, do you got your maxi pad in? Go check. Make sure you got your maxi pad in, okay? The appointment of this new employee to Ando seeks to scale the financial infrastructure. What Ando's trying to do is keep up with demand. They're trying to be ready. All this, look, everybody, I'm showing you. When all this happens, bam, 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 it happens fast. Just like you missed out on making $20,000 off T-Rise, you're going to miss out over and over and over. You are given information, and what you try to do is plan the shit. Well, if I could just get this coin to do that, you're not going to do that shit, man. That's so fucking stupid. Don't do that. You're going to get destroyed over and over. What you have to do is find out early, have a good source of information. I see trends. I'm looking at big stuff getting set up right now. I don't know when it's going to happen. Guess what? I don't care. I go and I either buy or sell based on the information I have, right or wrong. I don't care if I'm wrong or wrong. Hey, so what? I'm wrong. But this is how we do this stuff here. Ando is looking at buying more companies worth $250 to $500 million. I don't hear other crypto companies doing this. They're trying to get ahead. That's what I'm trying to do. So that is another article on Ando. We'll leave it there at this point. Let me look here. My next article, let me check the comments real quick. The last 2 weeks have been a problem finding your live feeds for my morning shows. Yeah, you know. Well, now what I have been doing, I'm not releasing them right away anymore. I'm going to let the membership people get them first. And usually I'm going to wait till the next day and then put out the show for free. That way it'll help the people that are paid members to buy these cryptos in case the price goes up. Look, I don't know when these prices go up. I made a show on Rise. Rise went from 3,000. Like the next day it hits 3,000 for $1 million. The very next day it's up at 6,000 to 9,000. And the next day it's at like $25,000. So I'm going to reward the people that support this channel. And the other people they'll find out the next day. And if it goes up to, from 3,000 to 9,000, hey, that's not my problem. Just you'll learn to get a membership, or you don't want one, don't get one. Don't make $20,000. That's up to you. I'm not selling a used car here. All right. Next article is CoinDesk. Let's look here at Samsung. Remember what I told you again. Hold on a minute. If you don't have a crypto wallet in this, shit ain't going to happen, okay? Well, Samsung's changing that. Samsung is poised to become a dominant stablecoin distributor. Samsung seeks to turn 800 million Galaxy phones into wallets for digital assets, for crypto, everybody, blockchain payments. Everybody, are you seeing this? I've been telling you, if you don't got a wallet in here, forget it. Ain't shit going to happen. If you don't got global tokenization, if you don't have global rules with crypto, forget it. I don't care what hype's on the internet. Oh, they're going to sign the Clarities Act. Look, that's not going to do shit unless you got crypto wallets in your phone. Legislation. You guys are just like some are acting really fucking stupid. Oh, we just need the laws to happen. And you got these hype people. I told my paid members back in February, Democrats ain't vote for this shit. February. So March, April, May, June, July, 6 months ago, if you're a paid member, you called me up on the phone and I said, look, you will have to put a gun to the head of a Democrat to vote on this crypto bill. Ta-da, I'm right, aren't I? All this shit, I'm right. I just don't have the times and dates, okay? So what you do is you take my information and you bet on it. You know it's going to happen. You just don't know when. If you're a person that needs it to happen fast, this ain't the channel for you. Go find another one, okay? If you're somebody who can actually sit here more than 13 minutes and watch my program, then this is the channel for you. I'm going to show you what the trends are. You can position yourself correctly, and then all you got to do is wait. Because I'm going to show you everything that's happening. And I'm going to show you what's going to happen. I don't know everything. I know this much about crypto. I don't know everything, but I'm going to show you a good enough amount of information to where you can make smart decisions for your future. So Samsung is going to turn 800 million. That's almost $1 billion. That's like 1/6 of the planet. That's like 1 out of every 6 people are going to have a crypto wallet. Are you seeing what's happening right now? It's all unfolding, everybody. The infrastructure is getting laid out. Crypto ain't taking off if people don't got wallets. I've only been saying that for a couple of years. Let me repeat this again. Samsung seeks to turn 800 million Galaxy phones into wallets for crypto and blockchain payments. Remember what I said? If you can't go to the gas station with your crypto, you ain't there yet. And this is what Galaxy is trying to do. Turn these phones into crypto wallets and for blockchain payments. That's what we need to have. You need to be able to make blockchain payments. Now let's look here. Samsung's recent announcement that it is adding stablecoin support to 800 million new smartphones could position the tech giant to become a major stablecoin distributor. This is not Samsung's first venture into cryptocurrencies. Samsung, the largest company in South Korea, has been actively involved in the crypto industry for several years, having introduced its digital asset wallet in 2019 through a company called Knox, Knox. It's a hardware isolated vault with fingerprint or PIN access. And supports connecting through external hardware wallets like Ledger Nano S and Ledger Nano X. Directly can connect that wallet directly to your phone. Samsung is now arguing that it can make payments easier using a type of cryptocurrency with a consistent value. Okay, due to this strategic move, Samsung will emerge as a dominant distributor of stable coins. Oh my God, are we hearing this? It's all happening, everybody. It's being laid out in front of people. People are like this, okay? People, the brokey mentality, brokey mentality is like this. I've only got 13 minutes for your show. And if I hear crypto news, I expect all the prices to go to the moon. That's the brokey. I've been in crypto for 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. I hear all this crypto news. I'm just not rich yet. Something's wrong with crypto. But I only have 13 minutes for each show. My whole channel is set up to show you fundamental news so you can get extremely rich. You've got to put in the time and the discipline to learn. It's not going to be in 13 minutes. It's not going to be in 3 weeks. Well, when is it going to be? Like, are you serious? Like, some of you guys got to really fucking think. I know you have like 10 brain cells and you got like 1 left. It's not about you. You mean nothing. Oh, I'm telling. You got to get this mentality out of your head, because that's why you're fucking broke and you make dumb crypto decisions. In all of this, you mean nothing at all. Okay. You're lucky to have found this channel. YouTube does its best to make sure you don't see any videos. They're terrified of the information I have because they know when people start watching my program, they're like, wait a minute, this guy's got information nobody else has. This guy is telling the truth. There's no scam on my channel, never been, never has been. People can talk shit. Oh, he sells or he shills coins. These are people that have no idea. When we discuss things on Crypto Hulk Show, we lay out the facts, the figures, the partnerships, the connections, the collaborations, all of that. How's that a scam? All the information I say is public knowledge. You can look it up yourself. Take notes. So when I don't give you an article, take notes and look the shit up, dumbass, and you'll see. So what we have is brokey channels that can't find my information, like Ripple Russia, Ripple China, Ripple Israel, on and on. They cannot find my information. So what do we do? They result to ad hominems. That's name calling. Name calling. That's all they got. They definitely don't have the content, I'll tell you that. So let's continue. Let's leave these losers behind. Now, Samsung, here's what the article says. Samsung will emerge as the dominant distributor of stablecoins. The Samsung director says the most significant issues, the biggest issue holding back more crypto adoption is we got to reach more people. Distribution is the issue. Samsung is going to fix that, okay? And I told you already, if you don't have a damn wallet in your phone, ain't shit going to happen. All these channels, yeah, XRP to $1,000 by January 1st. That's so fucking embarrassing. And the, quote, domino effect, that's even fucking stupider. These channels giving price predictions. Desperate people. Samsung wallet expansion plans during its Galaxy Unpacked 2026 event, saying over 800 million smartphones would have the stablecoin feature by default. It's not an option, everybody. Are you seeing what's going on? They're putting it in. Mandatory, the crypto wallet. Crypto Hulk, you're right. Ain't shit gonna happen if you don't got a crypto wallet in your phone. I've been telling you that shit. How's crypto gonna go up? With dumbasses speculating on it? No, that's not the fucking way, hotshot. Let me answer the $1 million question. How the fuck is crypto gonna go up? Real world adoption. Oh, shit. That's what I talk about on my show. You wouldn't know because you only watch it for 13 minutes. That's why we're talking about BlackRock hooking up with Ando to tokenize what? Real world objects and put them into a token so that people can buy them and trade them. That's called real world use case. That's why we're talking about the DTCC, the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation that moves $4.7 quadrillion a year. That's why we're talking about Linnea Coin when Swift tested it for the whole year and found out that it works. Then Linux takes it over. Then Linux takes over Hyperledger Besu. And then guess what? Linux works with a DTCC. It's all coming together. We talk about real world events on my program. That's how we get rich. Real world events. I don't know when this happens. I'm not concerned. I'm not important enough. Either are you. So what do? You study this. You invest on what you want. And then you wait for the adults to pull the trigger. It's not about you. It has nothing. You're like nothing. This deals with institutions. Please don't think, well, when is this going to happen? Crypto Hall, I just can't take it anymore. That is the dumbest fucking thing to say. You are lucky to have a show like mine. I'm showing you all the secrets and the biggest companies and what they're doing. And all you can say is, well, I can't take, I'm low on money. You're low on IQ and you're low on life. You have no fucking life. That's for certain. Samsung employee says Samsung would embrace new forms of digital value. New forms of digital. That's what Samsung's bringing to their phones. All of us will have all these abilities on the phone. There's a learning curve. People are going to have to learn how to use it and these things. We're looking at maybe, 6 months to a year before this thing really takes off. I have no idea right now, but I don't even care about the time. That's not even fucking important. Look at adoption. I went to the Department of Motor Vehicles about 2 weeks ago in California. They got rid of the person you meet when you first walk in. There's like a person there. Now it's a QR scan code. You know what? Half the people walking into the DMV didn't know what to do. The sign says, click on the QR code to start your process today. And people walk up and they read it and they're like, huh? QR code, what? How do we, where's the lady go that used to work here? What do we do? Ma'am, I don't know. What do I do? The lady says, read the sign. Person reads the sign. But I don't understand. But I'll bet you that person knows everything that's on CNN. I'll bet you that. It's embarrassing. So this is what's going on. You can't expand if people don't know what the fuck it is. So there's going to be like an educational campaign. You're going to see that. I've been telling you this for years now, okay? Right now, the infrastructure is getting hooked up. Samsung is showing us this. Now, there's going to need to be an educational phase, okay? That could take about 6 months to get the whole world. They're going to do their best for 6 months. That's about how long I think it'd really take, because some people are really fucking stupid. So you're going to have to spend 6 months and do little things. Like, you've got to force people to do this. So they're going to have little projects or giveaways or incentives where click the QR code or do this, or if you want 25% off at the Midget Strip House, then you pull out your phone, click on Sweet Susie, and you click her picture, and you pay with crypto, and you get 25% off a lap dance with a 3-foot-tall midget, okay? They'll be doing things like this to help the common brokey figure out how to use crypto. You could take a picture of Sweet Susie, and they'll automatically debit your account with 3,000 love tokens, and then you got to learn how to use those love tokens so Pocahontas can come over and give you a lap dance, okay? That's kind of how I see it. And I'm trying to use very rudimentary examples so that the lowest common denominator can understand this, aka waitresses at Denny's or truck drivers, garbage truck drivers, something like that. Okay. So I know I'm going to get a lot of hate mail from that one. Okay. This will make, so what Samsung's doing, this will make Samsung one of the first major mobile phone brands to offer native stable coins on smartphones, enabling fast and reliable transfer of digital value. Everybody, they're starting to roll it out right now to all the brokies, okay? Samsung Wallet becomes the foundation for an interconnected financial ecosystem where it combines, here we go, we're going to combine payments, rewards. Remember I just talked about rewards. That's how they're going to get you, rewards. And digital assets into a single unified experience. You're not going to have to go for this app for the stable coins, this app for the crypto, this app for your checking, that app. No, it's all in one. Like a fucking monkey could figure this shit out. Okay, that's what, because you got adults, grown adults, go to the DMV and they can't figure out what the fuck to do. That's where we're at. Half the people, I was sitting there waiting for them to call me because I bought a vehicle a year ago and the dealership never gave the DMV the paperwork. Son of a bitch. I got pulled over like 3 weeks ago and the cop's like, I need to impound this car. And I'm starting to sweat it out because that shit, like an impound is at least $250. And then it's $150 a day after that. So that's $400 or something right off the top. And I'm like, son of a bitch. The cop's like, yeah, I see a purchase of a vehicle, but all the transfer shit hasn't been done. Now, the registration, all that shit was expired. He's like, sir, I'm supposed to tow this vehicle. I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm like, I got paperwork here from the dealership and stuff. I got nothing else. And I went to the DMV and the lady said she was going to mail me the stuff and she never did. He's like, I know, but you got to keep on top of this stuff. I'm like, man, I'm busy. I'm Crypto Hulk, man. Somebody better tell him. But that didn't, okay. I didn't say all that. But I went right to the DMV like 2 hours later and took care of the shit like fast. So anyhow, who distracted me on that one? I don't even know where that one came from. Q2 earnings. I do have a deep dive with this. Oh, Animoca Brands likes what Samsung's doing. This integration could give Samsung an advantage over Apple and Google. Oh, I doubt it. Google's tight in there with the government. Samsung is an investor in Animoca Brands. Oh man, we know all about Animoca Brands. I hope they take over the Root network so that my crypto can go up in value. I got 4 or 5 million of them. It's worth like $60 or whatever it is. Let me check some comments and we'll go right to the deep dive. MetaMask. What up, winners? Quant, is it Caleb Brown? Oh, they finally got it? Or I think they've had it. All right, let me go to the deep dive on this Samsung wallet. Samsung Electronics is positioning itself as a major consumer distribution layer for stablecoins, backed by infrastructure plays in Korea's emerging digital asset regime. Samsung, on July 22nd, 2026, Samsung outlined expansion of its Samsung Wallet to embrace stablecoins by default on a large number of devices. Well, I'm going to tell you what, let's just go with this then. Well, no, it's just they're doing all this with stablecoins. Samsung's got to know something in the future that's going to happen. We will have stablecoins. Whether you and me earn yield on the stablecoins is another story, but I think stablecoins are here to stay. I really do. The businesses will get yield, not us. A bit. South Korea's draft Digital Asset Basic Act. So they kind of have a draft crypto laws in Korea. It covers trading, custody, supervision, and stablecoin issuance. Okay, Samsung. They're kind of going over the history of Samsung. I'm just going to cherry pick this deep dive. Samsung kind of had crypto around 2019 with that Knox, the KNOX wallet thingamajig. Tron, Clayton, Stellar, XLM, supports Ledger Nano, SNX, Bluetooth. Okay. Oh, listen to this. Samsung SDS, this is important, building production tokenized securities for the Korean Securities Depository. Everybody, I'm just letting you know. In Korea, there's a company called Samsung. They're working with the SEC, basically is what that is. They're working with the Korean Stock Exchange to help convert stocks into crypto tokens. Samsung is doing this. That's a very big deal right there. Target completion date, here we go, February 2027. Let me just copy paste that so you can have it. So what we're seeing here, everybody, it's all moving along. This crypto is moving along, not as fast as we want. Look, just get in now while the prices are cheap, okay? Don't think of this. Look, don't try to make money this year. Get out of that mentality. Hey, I've been in crypto 6 years. I kind of stopped saying I was going to be rich all the time after about 2 years. Mrs. Hulk is like, hey, Crypto Hulk, could you stop it with all that? I'm like, what? We're going to be rich, man. I'm Crypto Hulk. She's like, okay, look. Whatever little superhero you ever think you are. So that's how it is. I've been in here 6 years. If it takes me another 2 or 3 years, then that's what it takes. Okay. I hope not. But it's like, again, who the fuck am I? In the grand scheme of things, in the financial world, I'm a nobody. All right. So I'm not saying I'm just a nobody in general, but in the whole crypto financial world, Goldman Sachs world, who the fuck am I? Nobody. So they don't even care about you and me. Like it's not about caring. So just, yeah, I'm just trying to say that so some of you guys don't get discouraged, because I want you to just look at reality here. Look at what this really is, okay? You're in early. You are in. I'm helping you. I do my best. I swear I do my best. The amount of time that I have to look up information and sit there for hours putting together a show, trying to find the most interesting news, but not just what's interesting and tickles your ears, but I try to find information that's deep where you can find the crypto. What crypto are they going to use? What are they doing? I try my absolute best, and it's tiring. It's very tiring. I don't regret it, but I want you to watch the whole show and learn. That's why it's a teaching channel. I want you to learn to be smart. So when somebody asks you about DTCC, oh yeah, the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation, what were you saying about it? And they're like, how do you know that? You're like, well, I watch Crypto Hulk. Well, you don't have to do that, but that would be appreciated. I try to have a teaching channel so you understand what's going on. I want you to understand the dynamics. How do collaborations work? Who are the popular players in venture capital? Can you name 2 or 3 venture capital companies in crypto? Like Andreessen Horowitz, Lightspeed Ventures, Galaxy Digital, Citadel. I mean, you should be able to name at least 2 and stuff. I'm trying to teach you these things so you understand who the players are, and that you better can explain it to other people when they ask. What's very impressive, if you meet somebody in the financial world and start dropping names like this, and they're like, whoa. I'm not going to mention who or what company, but I've got a $200 member who does quite well for himself outside of my channel, and he's got financial people, and he talks to them about things, and they're like, how do you know that? And then what he says to his financial advisor people, how don't you know about this? So he's schooling them, and they're looking at him like, how does this guy know more than me? And it's because he watches Crypto Hulk channel. I'm not saying it to brag when it's a fact. This guy spends an hour every day watching closely and understanding my program. My goal is to help you understand. So if you decide to buy crypto, you can make smart investments. That's why the fuck we're all here, to make smart investments based on facts. And some of you guys take notes. You know, there's a lot of information to learn. You don't have to take notes. Just some people, look, there's too much shit to remember. So if you take notes in your own way, or you have a spreadsheet or whatever you do, and you type in shit, so it helps you to understand this crypto space. You don't have to do that though. Let's go on here with this Samsung. Samsung's loaded with partners. Okay, Samsung has 140 global partners that are in on this with them. Let me give you some names. Maybe you've heard of them. Visa, MasterCard, BlackRock. No, we could stop right there. We could stop right there with BlackRock. We could all go home and just stop right there. Google, Stripe, and 132 more names. Crypto Hulk, this is huge. Yeah, it is. Samsung, and it might go with Apple. I don't know if Apple's going to do the same thing. They could. Google's doing it. They make a phone. I mean, Google hasn't done it yet, but Google makes phones, right? Okay, Samsung has got first mover advantage. Samsung's going to release stablecoin wallets. Google's going to have to do it too. They got the phones. Same thing with Apple. Apple makes phones. They're going to have, everybody, look, they're all going to have this shit, okay? Every person on the world may not have a computer. Everybody's got a fucking phone. And if you don't have a phone, you know somebody. I visited the Philippines like 7 years ago or something like that, okay? Yeah, about 7 years ago. And those people that didn't have phones would know somebody, a close relative, or it's just a very poor country. It was really, really poor. I was shocked. But, and I will tell you, the people in the poor village that I went to, like, these people were really nice, friendly. They got a hard life. It's sad. Now, if they have to rob somebody or something, they're going to do it to take food or to, okay, if they steal your shoes, they're going to do that because they don't have any. If they're going to steal, I'm not justifying their crime. I mean, in America, they'll steal your shoes. Somebody will steal your shoes or your hat or whatever to steal so they can walk around and look cool. In the Philippines, these people that I met for 6 weeks when I lived there, it was so fucking hot and miserable, absolutely fucking miserable. They're going to steal your watch or whatever so they can go sell it so they can fucking eat. I'm not justifying crime. I worked in law enforcement. I got it, man. I understand. I stole when I was poor. I fucking stole from Safeway. So I didn't have any money. So I'm like, fuck it. This was many, many years ago. It was for about a couple week time. I was going through a tough patch of time. So for 2 weeks, I was stealing food from a grocery store. One thing I did, let me tell you something else. There was this Christian bookstore. I stole a children's kind of Bible so I could teach this little kid I was living with. I know it's bad. I mean, that's all bad, but I didn't have any money to buy it. And this little kid was having a problem. His mom couldn't teach him quite right. So we went to this Christian bookstore and I kind of lifted a child's Bible thing to try to teach him. That's all bad. That's very, very bad. Let's move on from here. I'm trying to find, with this Samsung article, I'm trying to show you how massive this is. I think I just accomplished that by showing you their partners, but I'm looking for a little bit more. Samsung is executing a dual strategy. It's a massive consumer distribution. Oh, wow. What Samsung has, everybody, this is big, is a massive consumer distribution via pre-installed wallet. A pre-installed wallet for crypto on Galaxy devices, all of them. It has underlying infrastructure, stable coins, AI payment collaborations, everybody. It's got Knox, KNOX, hardware security. There's something, I don't have Samsung, I have Apple. So I can't speak as an expert on any of this, but Samsung has some called Samsung Next, whatever that is. Samsung Next provides selective early stage exposure to stablecoin payments and Web3 infrastructure. Selective exposure. They're only going to show certain things, everybody, right now. And that, what I really think crypto, how they're going to start with it for you and me, they're going to get away from this let's get crypto to get rich mentality, because it really, you got to get away from that. It takes, I've been in this 6 years. I'm not rich. Otherwise I wouldn't be doing this shit 2 fucking times a day and spending 12 hours a day calling people, doing I don't mind when you guys call me. I don't mind. If I tell you I only got whatever amount of time, but I always have time for the people that call me. Sometimes you'll be shocked. I'll call you back in 5 minutes and be like, whoa. Or sometimes I'll call you back in 1 minute, but just don't abuse that. And if you don't, I got time for everybody. I really do. But yeah, man, his job is like, it's a tough job. It takes a lot of time. I don't regret it. I love it. Because I know one day it's all over. Like the crypto Hulk that we're doing now, we're done. Now, I could start another Crypto Hulk channel. And I probably will, because all the censorship on this one. But that next channel, it's probably going to be like a website maybe or whatever. And it's a whole new platform. It's now we're all rich. What are we going to do now, Crypto Hulk? That, I don't know. I'm waiting to find out. I'll figure it out. I figure between my average intelligence and all of yous, and then I'll have business partners. We'll figure out where this thing could go. All right. I'm not saying will go, because I don't know if I want to do all that. But because man, this job, it takes up my whole fucking life for the past 6 years. So if I could wind it down to 1 day a week or something, do a show, and when I'm rich and stuff, yeah, I could do that. But this everyday shit is like way too much. I'm just trying to get all you guys prepared. There's all this news. Bam, bam, bam. I've got to do shows as much as I can. This Samsung thing, this is massive. This is putting crypto into everybody's hand. This is where it all is with the phone and the satellites and all that stuff, 5G and stuff. So it's going to be with stable coins and payments. That's where crypto is going to take off, is with how do you pay your bills? Gas. How do you buy gas? Do you go to 7-Eleven? What are you paying with crypto at 7-Eleven? These are the things. That's how crypto goes up in value with real world use case. Okay. This show that I make, real world use case, facts, evidence. I don't know everything. I have facts. I don't know if that's the truth. Just because something's a fact doesn't mean it's the truth. Okay. Because the truth is kind of relative. I don't want to get off in some political tangent, but let's just kind of keep it crypto related here. I just do my best, and as long as you're tracking me, you're going to be A-okay. I'm not concerned at all. With my crypto future, I have zero concerns. I'm looking at the news every day. All right. Stevie ZBCN, he's like, I can 100% attest to that. Hulk does take the time. Look, I talk to these guys. I talk to Stevie ZBN. we have frequent short chats, but whatever question, he'll call me up, say, Crypto, I want to do this, that, and I just got to tell him the info. It's all that he wants, you know. Sometimes I'll ask him a question. Hey, what if I do this? I don't know everything. So sometimes some of you guys, I'm going to ask a question to get a second opinion. But yeah, I got time to call everybody. Just don't lollygag and shit. Then I can talk to everybody as long as people are respectful with the time. I get everybody's questions answered. No problem at all. All right, 20. I am in the know from the Boston area. I am in the know. Oh, I think this person probably works for a company. I'm in the know for the Boston area and have to say, I'm so glad to have found you. You do put out amazing information. I am in the know. Much love, Hulk. They all know who you are at MIT. Uh-oh. Gosh, man. Yeah, with the MIT and the secret government people in there running. Look, these MIT, all colleges. But mainly, look, MIT pops up all the time. So I'm just letting you know, the MIT at these colleges, you have government professors that are 3-letter agency people that pick out the smart kids. You know, like the freshman who lacks focus in class. He's a fucking genius. You kind of tap him on the shoulder. You have a little chat with him. You give him some software to play. These are like games. And this guy fucking scores all the points on the games. These are not just games. These are 3-letter agency tests. So good old Johnny who sits in the corner fucking around during class at MIT, that could very well be the next genius who discovers shit. They have testing in the government where they figure out how innovative is a person, how creative, how imaginative is this person? Could they figure out, okay, they come up on a roadblock, they figure out a way to go above, under, or around. They just don't stop the roadblock and like, oh, but yeah, all these colleges, Stanford, the top biggest colleges, they're farms. They look for brand new students and kind of take them into government and save the country. Control the world. I don't know. But that's kind of neat. And I stopped doing the Crypto Hulk hotline because I'd get real industry people in there and some of the stuff would get my channel turned off. So I kind of stopped doing that one. Some very sharp people would end up calling, but then YouTube will censor that shit and then it's all bad. Like the whole one time, this guy called in, gave me info, and the whole episode just turned right off. And I'm like, son of a bitch. So I got to be careful with these people like that know a lot of shit. But yeah, that's kind of neat that the MIT people know about Crypto Hulk. But yeah, it's kind of neat. Well, I'm going to. Glad you read it. Now I will erase it. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that's how they do that too. You always got to erase stuff. But dang. Okay. It's kind of neat. I think we'll end this broadcast right here. If I make another program tonight, it'll be on the Patreon. So there's your update on Samsung and how 1 out of 6 people on the planet, just from Samsung, 1 out of 6 people from the planet will have a crypto wallet in their phone. Throw in Google, throw in Apple and some of the other cell phone carriers. Maybe we got 2 or 3 out of it, maybe half the world. I don't know. Eventually it'll be everybody. But I think we'll wrap it up with that and I'll see y'all in the next one.